Hello, everyone, and welcome to the broadcast. Tonight we're going to be continuing the 100 line. Last time we played, last week, we had a hilarious scene with seeing the results of the training of the Shouma character. Muscle Shouma was excellent. I see we're already joined by Dorothy over there. Hello, and welcome. Let's check in with the kitties real quick. We do have Molly taking up all of Ember's spot, which might be why Ember is glued to me at the moment. We have Sammy up in the cat tree. And we have Mason and Sky on the bed. Looks like Sherbet is over in the cat tree by the window. You can just see, looks like, yeah, he's got some feet sticking out of the little doorway there. Molly will get up on the tree, but I think Sherbet is still the only one that goes inside the little house. Yeah, Sky is currently sitting in Sammy's preferred napping spot. I don't know who took whose spot first, but where she is laying is largely where Sky would be, and he is on the pillow where she would normally be. Oh. Good times. We are starting to post schedules again. I'm planning on making that a habit once more, so folks will know, when we're doing the things. So you'll know which days you may or may not be interested in advance. Let's see. So we've got a little bit more gaming. This week we're going to have something a little different. Games Fest is coming up. And, what I'm planning to do is chatter with some folks while we're watching that. Hopefully it'll be interesting. Hopefully we'll get to see some, good announcements out of that. But it will be watch the announcement, talk about the announcement, that kind of thing. It will be, again, hopefully interesting. We are also going to be doing some coding later this week. I've just decided that I need to give up and say we're going to do stuff on stream because that's a forcing function that says we're going to get something done in code. Even if it's not a lot, we're going to get something done in code. I want progress on that game again. And that's hopefully what we'll get. Hopefully. Lots of hopefully today. Oh, I'm paying attention to Ember here. She is creeping up my my shoulder a little bit right now. I have to watch out. Every now and then she'll rub her face against the headphones in just such a way to change the volume settings on them, which can be a problem. Let's get into it here. Let's get into it. We'll try camera one. I've got an idea of how to remount the camera positions I have, so that I could start to get the alternate layout. It would be ultimately, I think it would be economically viable compared to the better, like the idealized solution that I would want. What it will require is some looking at how to protect Ethernet cable in its run. It would have to go different places in different ways, so I'd have to look into that. But once I got the basics of that going, I think that would be pretty sustainable ultimately. We would start with just camera one for now. That's the easiest one to replace. And the one where it would benefit us the most, since that's the one that jams. It's also the one where we almost always have a cat, a variety of cats. The bed camera is functional, just functions just fine, and we usually have 1 to 3 cats over there. You know, high value targets. Okay, so if I recall, when we stopped last time, yes. So after the introduction of Muscle Shouma, on the morning of the next day, we get an attack announcement. And we'd already stretched our day longer, our playtime longer, in order to get through this entire story arc, because it was worth it. It was so worth it. I want to see if we get Muscle Shouma on the battlefield and how that works out. Because he has an interesting character concept. Oh, let's make sure this is in place. Okay, there we go. Ember, what do you... Wow, she is hyper. She jumped down from my shoulder, and now she's just flipping out. Hopefully I won't be coughing as much today. Trying out some new stuff to see if it mitigates it or not. I'm doing some exploratory treatment ultimately. We have somebody in the hallway here. Let me just check everybody else. Yeah, there's somebody in the hallway on the 3rd floor. So let's see if we can find Kiyoshika here. I think it's Kiyoshika. You know, so far I don't dislike the characters based on their gimmick. They're doing a decent job of having them have enough behaviors as people, even if they're stereotypes. It's not that the stereotype is terrible, that makes me not like them. It's how the character behaves within that. There are some that are close, but we have Ima that is the kind of obsessive brother character. Doesn't matter, you know, what kind of sibling they've got. This is the sibling that is devoted to usually a younger sibling, to a verging on or actually creepy extent. Ima, like, that's, you know, like that trope or not, I'm not super fond of the far end of that trope at all. But Ima is also presented as somebody that will sacrifice others for what he views is best for his sister. And that makes him both a disruption to the group, and it also gives the vibe that he is the cause of a lot of their troubles. Like, he has been psychologically manipulating her to get what, to keep protecting her and to keep her to himself. Doesn't seem like it's gone, you know, full. It doesn't appear to have gone in a physical direction, but it is definitely psychological. Let's see. Shouma was irritating right now just for a while, just because of how, like, hyperbolic his descriptions of how useless he was became. Like, anytime that character started talking, it kind of ground down anything else that was happening. Not just because of his, you know, Eeyore-like sentiments, but But because they were dialed up past that, and they went on for a while, it was the vibe of the character is going out of his way to tell you how useless he is, and to not do anything. But I don't think any of them were like that trope is unacceptable, or is just, bad. And that's why I put Ima as a character I disliked more, because Ima felt like a bad person as opposed to just an annoying trope kind of thing. Somebody was telling me that I had speculated that Kiyoshika was often acting as somebody in an isolated location that had a limited selection of manga available to them, and latched onto the kind of amalgamated popular fiction impression of samurai/ninja as their identity. So there are a lot of things about them that are wrong in the sense of that's not a samurai thing, that's a ninja thing, a pop culture ninja thing. Or there are apparently a lot of little things about the character if you see the Japanese text. Like the characters that she uses for her name, the kanji that she uses for her name, are a combination of really edgy sounding stuff. Her sword, the Jumanji sword, is the cross sword. Apparently the gimmick or the joke being that that's what you would call something, you would call like a European sword. Hey there, Lore. Welcome. The character written on her inner clothes there is one stroke off from saying samurai. I can't remember what the actual character, I think it's like wait or something like that, like delay. Instead of being samurai, but it is one brush stroke off. So there's all kinds of stuff like that about her that does really give the vibe of this is somebody who became obsessed with a particular bit of culture, and made it their whole life, and is now trying to present themselves as that's what they are, that's what they've always been, because they have been given the opportunity to turn their cosplay into something real. How you been today, Lore? Is that control room? Yeah, we'll just teleport. I think I ran right by it. Takumi, thank goodness you're here. There are invaders headed this way, and a lot of them. Yeah, I figured, because of the alarms. Vacation, huh? The sort of vacation where it's technically time off, but it won't be, you won't be able to use it in it for a fully relaxing kind of thing. Just won't be spent on the thing you're having a vacation from. Finally, I get to kill something. So long, boring old daily life section. Did those jerks have to attack this early? I haven't even had breakfast yet. Yeah, they could have given us a little more warning. Waking up to that security alarm is not good for my heart. A true warrior must remain vigilant, ready to take up arms, and engage in battle at any time. Ah, okay. Hey, staycation is good times. You're just as sleepy as the rest of us. On the last one, we learned that mask is both the physical tomato mask is also the mask she wears in society. So when she has the mask on, that's when she is a really hostile, kind of powerful, noble figure. You know, kneel before me. I'm better than all of you. Very, very take charge. If she takes the mask off, she's really meek. And I get the impression, I think it's implied she made the mask for herself, that she used that to fit in with the rest of her family. Well, I mean, you're making progress on the game. You're definitely getting into that the prototype territory. Data tables are where I'm working with mine right now. Oh, that duel was amazing, Mongoose. Muscle Shouma was everything I could have hoped for. But yeah, right now I'm looking at. I was hoping to create the JSON in a spreadsheet and be able to use it, but it's impractical for me to take the table into a delimited file and then extract the JSON from that delimited file. There's just too much fiddliness going into that to go into the formula cleanly. So I'm just going to take a delimited file and parse it into the JSON in the code. I feel like a lot of things come from that concept, Laura, of taking an existing concept and saying, based on my experience, what does or does not work, making the adjustment, then ultimately trying it out and seeing, does this actually bear fruit? And I know you've done that, playing those games, is you make those adjustments and find out, does this improve gameplay? Eventually, as you go along, you get the opportunity to you're not reinventing the wheel, but you are changing it enough that it becomes more and more your own thing, you know? Oh, that cough was beverage related, at least. Yep. And there's so with a really long-lived community being able to call out things they don't like, the next step is figuring out how to change those in a way that you and the potential consumers of the resultant rule set / game will enjoy, because you'll get a lot of things like house rules, but those don't always translate beyond that particular group. You know, well, we do it this way. Why? Well, it's what we think. And the next group says, that's terrible and stupid. Or that doesn't work here, or that doesn't work there. Yep. And And there's a big opportunity to be had, Lore, in it's Battletech, but we call the things different stuff, you know? If you change enough about it so that it is not immediately apparent that it's Battletech, one, you potentially dodge licensing considerations. But additionally, you can avoid what is it? You can avoid some of the preconceptions, and if people really like it, then that is a confirmation that your interpretation of the system is really working. Let's see. Yeah, I'm wondering how, Mongoose, I'm wondering how Kiyoshika's kind of Jekyll Hyde vibe plays out over time. Because it's not just that the personalities are, you know, average person slash extreme person. This is ultimately two completely different people. Like, drastically different people. So the idea of removing the mask has an extra layer of it would almost be a violation vibe, you know? Because you are taking one person and like dismissing that individual. You are snapping your fingers and removing that person and then accosting the second one about what the first one did. Because once that mask was off, this was a person that the Kiyoshika that was speaking, the Kurara that was speaking then, was as much presented as afraid that they would blame them for what Mask Kurara did. I think therein lies the pattern. There is, now that they know what she's like under the mask, and that she knows that they know, the illusion has been broken. If at any point they could take the mask off, and they ultimately could just take the mask off, it's the power of the mask has been removed. Others could view it as Kurara is not actually how she behaves under the mask, or with the mask on. But that's why I mention it, is that, or that's why I'm saying it the way that I am, is the behaviors are so disparate. The personality is so disparate. And the presentation of it was so that they could meet expectations. While it is not we're not talking about them being like, the mask has a actual identity. This is it has shades of, and again, I don't want to directly associate it with. It has shades of things like dissociative identity. Where with the mask on, her behavior is so different that it has a vibe of different person. It's not just the I'm on camera kind of differences. Now, it'll be interesting to see how the behavior perhaps has changed since the unmasking, but we'll see. Pull yourselves together, peasants. I won't hesitate to feed you to the invaders if you hold us back out there. Why are you back to your old persona? What happened to all that I'm sorry, I won't do it again stuff from yesterday? I could sit and watch you work yourself up all day. What are you guys doing here anyway? We sure as heck didn't invite you.
Hey!
Come on, don't fight. We've got more important things to worry about. Takumi's right. We have to work together and keep the invaders away from the school. This guy has come to join me and is zipping around at my at the base of my chair. Not all of us are here, though. You know how those twins are, and Shouma's still out cold. Makes sense after what he went through yesterday. The feeble little dust mite is just as unreliable as ever. I want unmasked Karara back. While the others argued, the monitor continued to show the feed from outside the school. Suddenly, Kyoshika let out a strangled cry.
Huh?
Lady Nozomi. What is it? Look, on the monitor. Huh?
What are we looking at? The little guy?
Why is it lingering apart from the crowd like that?
Is that a new invader variant? Doesn't look that strong to me.
Looks like a little commander.
It's a commander.
Oh, there you go.
What? That tiny thing?
Verily, there's no mistaking it. Not just any commander either. It's the vile fiend that took Lady Moko from us.
Moko being the one that was captured from second to last Defense Academy. Skipped a line, but she got captured by that thing? How did that happen? I don't really remember. It was such a crazy battle, we barely noticed what was going on until it was too late. Last thing we saw was that commander leading Moko away, and then they were gone. Losing Moko has been a stain on our honor ever since. We have to get her back, or her sacrifice will have been in vain. Now, we finally have a chance to do so. This commander surely knows where Lady Moko was taken. Takumi, I know it's asking a lot, but could you leave the commander to us? Huh? I think it's only here to spy on us and retreat before it has to fight. We can't let it get away. This could be our only chance to find out what happened to Moko. So, could you deal with the rest of the invaders while we settle things with the commander? First you want us to work together, now you're asking us to split up. Make up your mind. This friend of yours even still around to rescue? After this long, she's probably... Alright, we'll do it. It's obvious how much this Moko girl means to all of you. Go, do what you need to do. We'll hold down the fort in the meantime. Thank you. You're such a simp, Takumi. She already turned you down once. Just move on already. Anyway, we'll get going right away. We'll join back up with you as soon as we can. Have no fear. Justice is bound to prevail. Come, Holy Jumanji Sword. Let us unleash chaos together. With a few scattered words of gratitude, the team from the second campus boarded the launch pads and jumped onto the battlefield. So, Mongoose, generally, it's... Let's see if we can actually find that. I'm always interested in the origins of sentences and sayings. It's one of the reasons during the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles that the character that used Cockney slang was interesting. Because they also used rhyming slang. And rhyming slang is fun, both in the rhyming element, but the fact that the rhyming slang tends to get abbreviated over time, or had been abbreviated even back in its, peak usage. So the rhyme is now gone. The thing that it rhymed with is gone. So you just have like some portion of the original slang. And it becomes you have to be told what it means. Like the pop goes the weasel in the rhyme. Yep. Those bits where it's like almost all of the original sentence has been chopped away, or the original phrase has been chopped away, or just the part that might give you what they're actually talking about by inference is gone, or by just by inference from the phrase itself. Yeah, you get those fun variations in sayings over time. I think one of the things that people have said is how you might hold down a job. Or, like, there is the meanings of it that go more with the "you're in charge until we get back." Is different from the military take of, keep this from being taken. So you end up getting these weird kind of mergers of sayings as well. And that's on top of mispronunciations. Like jury rigging something,
Huh.
We should get going too. There's plenty of invaders to keep us busy. Alright, everybody, let's do this. Come on, get pumped.
I've been thinking about, reality and stuff. What if none of this is real? What if we're just playable units in a video game, living, dying, and being revived all for some random player's entertainment? If it's all meaningless anyway, we might as well have fun with it, right? Let's get this defensive battle started!
It's her whole gimmick to be very fourth wall like this, but this seems like a really forced aside. Most of what she says in general, a lot of the little call-outs she says, imply this thing. To have her just kind of, hey, have you guys thought that we might be characters in a game? In the middle of at this moment seems kind of, like I said, it's kind of forced. Transformation sequence, go. The demon bike and the car continue to be fun things just because of how much of a mass difference that constitutes when it happens. Teams are real split up.
Is it just me? Or are there way more of them than usual?
No, you're right. They probably have more troops to spare now that the other academy has fallen.
The Darumi Aito team concerns me a little bit because neither of them are heavyweights. The other sides do have characters that can take a bit of a beating, with Tsubasa in the car and Tanaka, the biker guy. Both of them are relatively tanky. We're going to be... I think the addition of Darumi's self-heal might be a bit critical here.
Basically, we've gotten off lightly until now. From now on, we'll be facing numbers like this a lot more often.
Read as, you have enough playable characters right now, and we have introduced the mechanic of having to fight multiple fronts before, so we're going to be doing a lot of that.
For real? Just us against all of them? Oh, what did I ever do to deserve this?
Multiple fronts like this in strategy games, especially when you don't necessarily have full control over where particular characters will appear, can be very tricky. If you have no control over which characters will be thrown to the side, that can just be almost an auto-lose scenario, because you will have your your scouts and otherwise other non-combatants facing off with something so dangerous that they can't last nearly long enough for you to accomplish a goal. Like, hey, this guy needs to hold out until the others rescue them. Well, that guy's never supposed to go toe-to-toe.
Show a little spirit, why don't you? No
Takamaru,
guts, no
there we
glory.
go. For some reason I was thinking Tanaka. That's got to be a... I wonder where I was getting that name at this time. It's not like an uncommon Japanese name, but I wonder where in particular that bubbled up in my brain. So Takamaru is bonkers tanky, and so we won't really have to worry about him a whole bunch. This side has some ugly stuff to deal with. I think we're going to want to clear some more of that. We're definitely going to need to be making use of snatching the AP as we can. As long as she doesn't advance, those can't get to her. If he charges in, he's down. There are enough of them that they'll bring him down. But we might be able to use... No, that's a single marker. We might be able to use this one to help finish off an enemy without getting too close. This is tricky. This is tricky. We must choose carefully. Well, less so with him. We don't need to choose as carefully with him. Because his whole gimmick is to charge in.
Let's freaking go!
Let's see. Get us 4 little gremlin guys. Get us fewer of them.
Get the hell out of my way!
We'll get to the target.
I'm taking the wheel! Don't try to stop me!
Danger is Takumi in right now. A couple of the little ones can reach him.
Rev it up! Eat this!
Okay, so the primary goal I'm going for here is to try to minimize the number of enemies that we're facing right up front here. Love to be able to get him in the midst of them, but he'll get slaughtered if that happens.
Do it to it!
There's no damage, but it would be a heavy snare on that one flank there.
Does it hurt?
I'm ready whenever.
Okay, that one just hits really, really hard. So it's still great. It's just you only want to use that one when you're absolutely ready to, since it's only going to take out one thing. Checking the movement on these things. Okay, it's only going to be able to move by one. Does that? Yeah.
Yes, leave it
Okay.
to me.
Still puts him in some danger, but it does clear more of them out. HP is a resource and all.
That got me good.
All out of gas.
How are you doing, everyone?
We're really, really busy, thanks to you guys. If you're that worried, why don't you get back here and help us?
Or front battle. I mean, oof.
We're worried about the school, not you. What was your name again? All you tatterdemalion street urchins look the same to me.
Tatterdemalion. Oh, man. That's a new word. Legitimately never heard that one before. Ragged or disreputable in appearance. Can be a noun or an adjective. Though, tatterdemalion street urchin is a bit redundant. Fun for Merriam-Webster. It's we do know that that the phrase has been used in print since the 1600s. I like learning that kind of thing. It's fun to learn that kind of thing. Where do the words you say or originate? Because some of them are our modern usages are wildly different than the original usages.
Someone take her mask off, I'm begging you!
We're fine, for now. How about you guys?
I think we've got the commander on the ropes.
We don't want her mask off right now.
Once it's incapacitated, we should be good to join you and finish up. Wait, what are you...
Nozomi? Hello? Nozomi! Answer me!
That didn't sound good. You think something happened to them?
Like what?
Whatever it is, it can wait. We got problems of our own over here.
Right. It'll all be for nothing if we can't defend the school.
Okay, this round gonna be a bit uglier. We need to take out a whole bunch of this flank here. We need to do a whole bunch of damage to these.
Let's do this!
Okay, this thing tagging him has become a problem.
Say when.
3. I very much expect we are going to be getting a lot of usage out of our
Nice.
super finisher kind of mechanics in this battle.
Let's go!
Yes,
We
leave it
can
to me.
do another free move here.
You're in the way. All well and good.
I should have had him step forward one to do that. Because if I had, he could step forward again and execute that one for another free move.
Let's do this.
He does not have anything that'll outright kill there. We'll revisit him in a moment.
Ready when you are.
Let me handle it.
I'm good whenever.
Prepped and ready. Hey, yes!
Locked and loaded. Hi-ya! Let's keep it up.
We need to spend the special attack on this front.
Good to go. Gotcha. Take care of the rest.
It gives us all of that extra AP to work with here.
Seriously depressing.
Oh, all of her abilities have low variations. Sky, what are you doing? Sky has crawled up above one of the kind of button consoles here. To garner some attention. Yeah, I've got to come up with a better cable management solution. Sky and Molly have always been problems for that, but might get some PVC together to, in addition to the sort of neoprene cord guards that I have to protect them from those two, since both of them will lightly gnaw cables and whatnot. Braided nylon cabling is a necessity because they'll damage plastic cables right away. So this protects against that, but it takes a lot of them to cover all of the ground. But if I got some basic tubing to run the cables into, that could probably help. There are tube solutions that are cable specific, but some of them are overpriced for what you get. We'll have to see. Because I'd still need a good way to access the cables on the regular, and some of that would involve being able to get to kind of junction points midway. All of this is possible. All of this is possible, just when and how much. Might be able to leave her as is for now.
Let's freaking go!
bit of CC there, that'll help.
I'm taking the wheel.
Let me at him.
Oh, that's enough. That's enough. Come on. Get down. Okay. Right now, this might be a bit redundant to do. We're going to spread the fire out a little bit more.
Locked and loaded.
Then
Prep
now
and
we'll
ready.
have him buff her.
Go, go, go!
I owe you. Ready when you are.
And she'll open fire here. And if she does that
Good
again,
forever. Take this. We did it.
now we're back up to 2. He won't be able to engage. She could still.
Rev it up!
Hey, driver. Welcome. We're in the battle strategy portion of this game.
I'm taking the wheel. Hi-ya! Let's keep it up.
Or strategy battle. Doing pretty good, doing pretty good. We're trying to get back into the swing of things with the stream here. Start getting schedules rolling, trying to get the streams regular again. I am hoping to get some video content if some better updates on the game progress. But we'll see how that plays out.
I'm ready whenever.
There's no way he can hit the big target with that.
Fine.
Yeah, that one is Mason. Wonder who else we can see right now. I expect Sammy's still up in the tree, which might be why Sky is all agitated. Yeah, Sammy's still up in the tree. Sherbet has left too. Okay, if you look... Sky's passing through there. I wonder where Sherbet is, because Molly is up and a right of Mason right now. If we zoom in a little bit, you'll be able to see her better. Which implies to me that Sherbet might be on the headboard above them. You can see up and right of Mason there. There's the little brindled back of Molly there. Sherbet might be under the bed too. But given that Ember is missing, I wonder if they're both looking out the window. Okay, well, for science. See when that actually takes effect.
Full throttle. Ah! Knocked it out of the park.
Freebie there.
Hauling ass.
Okay. Okay, a lot of damage there. Well, something definitely went wrong on the northern front there. I'm guessing the little micro one has some sort of like mind control or capture ability. And what it sounds like is Nozomi has either been snagged or has been dropped.
What was that just now? I've got a bad feeling about this. Let's finish up quick and help them out.
Better not have been taken out of commission. I spent a bunch of points on her.
Guess it's my turn. Allow me to trim down their numbers. Got it. Nice.
Good. Yeah, I acknowledge you, Sky. I do. Cleared all of them.
Let's do this. Eat this. Oh yeah. Hauling ass. Get up.
Side is cleared. He has a full stun.
Let's freaking go. I'm all fired up. Let's give it to him.
Clear the field.
Wow, we're done already? Did someone put the difficulty down to easy?
Let's see. Yeah, the moist bread thing was weird. A very strange way to put it, and yeah, I can't think of a time when anybody has actually said it that way, you know? So I wonder if that's actually a thing that people say. I mean, I'm not amongst the people that finds the word moist disturbing. Okay, I am seeing references to people saying, like, mentioning that bread is moist. So, like, I get what they're going for. I've just never heard someone say that. Like, it's a characteristic that is used to describe, like, fresh, fluffy bread, that kind of thing. Like, they don't call it moist bread. It's the bread is moist, you know? Maybe that's where the difficulty is coming, is that it's not that they were saying, I want the, effectively, I want some bread that's moist instead of some bread that's dry. A phrasing difficulty, a sentence construction difficulty.
We haven't heard from the other team in a while. Let me see if I can get them on comms.
As I was readying my communications device, Nozomi and the others arrived, though not in the way I was expecting.
Whoa, what's the big idea?
Huh? What is it now?
Well, that's a problem.
Hey! What the hell do you think you're doing?
What the?
Okay, yep. Mind control enemy.
Everyone get away! There's something wrong with them.
The small commander's still alive!
That's why the others are acting so strangely. It must have brainwashed them somehow.
Are you shitting me? Is there anything these commanders can't do?
Hey, come on, step out of it!
Well, this explains the capture.
So, what do we do now? The barrier's not gonna last much longer.
If the little commander's the one controlling them, maybe if we defeat it, they'll go back to normal.
Wait! We can't go in without a plan. If we get too close, we could get brainwashed too.
Then let's just kill him. The Revive-O-Matic will bring him back in a nice non-zombie-like state.
But they're our friends.
Yeah, it'll suck, but remember, the Revive-O-Matic. Oh, okay, where'd the cats go? If most of them are MIA, that means there's something out the window. Because in the cat tree one, fifth from the top or bottom center, depending on where you're looking. The window that you can see open there's another point of view that's slightly to the right off camera. That sometimes they congregate around for a different angle. We get a lot of like small birds and chipmunks in the area, and that they come right up to that window. So there will often be a gaggle of cats staring out the window when there's one of the little critters running around. Tableside cam misbehaving. How odd. If one of them finally killed table camera. Yet another reason to figure out a better cable management solution. Cat tree. But they're our
I don't
friends.
like it either. But it's that, or let the invaders take the school.
Now we've got more invaders to deal with too.
Shit! We ain't got time to stand around and talk about this!
I knew we'd be killing each other sooner or later!
So the problem I can foresee here is that they have, on two separate occasions at least, I know definitely at least two occasions, they have explicitly called out that Nozomi cannot be revived by the Revive-O-Matic. So either this is a game mechanic situation where it's just she doesn't come back on subsequent waves, but, you know, flees the battle instead, or her death is actually permanent. I don't know. If it comes up, we'll find out.
Getting close to the commander seems dangerous. We don't know what state our friends are in either. I think our only choice is to take out the surrounding invaders before they break through the defensive barrier.
We'll see how we do. We'll see how we do.
Full throttle.
Well, can't be stunned. Can double attack.
Let me handle it. Bang, bang, bang!
Locked and loaded!
Use of our coverage here.
It's killing game time! How's about one of these?
I'm ready whenever. Ha! I guess it's my turn. You're in the way!
You're in the way!
Okay, well, at least they don't do huge damage to the thing. Okay, that's definitely how we wanted that to play out.
Here we go! Let's do it to it!
I feel fine as a 2-point hit.
Yes, leave it to me.
We don't need to worry about that as much if we just take one out right away, which gives Aito a free swing.
Rev it up.
Here we go.
Okay. They've just about cleared theirs out, so buffing them I don't think is the situation. I think we need to charge up over here for now.
Hauling ass. Here we freaking go.
Found giving him a buff is really handy.
Full throttle. Heads up. Let's do this.
Nope.
Prepped and ready. Get the hell out of my way. You
Makes
saw
that a free
right?
move.
I'm taking the wheel!
She's very mobile, but she's not a heavy hitter.
Ready when you are.
Won't get him close enough to do anything with that one. But if we have him step here and aim down, we can take out 2 little gremlins.
Hauling ass!
And because he's buffed, this will definitely one-shot that one.
Let her rip! Knocked it out of the park!
Gives us the point for free.
It's killing game time! Take that!
She's still so fun. Just that gasp there, like, oh. So this will bleed all of them, but I think that's at the end of their turn. You recall, Mongoose, does bleed happen at the end of their turn after they move? What's going on here? There's something like a... help. Status effect bleed. Here we go. At the end of the next turn. Okay. So it's not going to help me to bleed the little gremlins here. So we want to kill as many of them as we can to mitigate damage, since we're going to be taking a lot of unavoidable damage.
Okay, okay. Get away from me! Let's do it to it! Yeah, yeah, yeah!
Welcome back, Ember.
Stay back! You insect!
Hiya!
Ow! Come
Does
on,
this do it for ya?
back to me! Huh? Ow!
We better get moving.
Move this last one here.
Just watch me.
It's going to take a lot of AP to clear those out. We really do need to. She can't take much more punishment.
Let me at him. Let him have it.
Thanks for the help. Locked and loaded. Don't try to stop me. I'm taking the wheel. Hi-ya! We did. Ready
Bill.
when you are. Take this.
She's another character that benefits greatly from boosted hemoanima.
We gotta do something. The barrier's gonna go down any minute.
If we don't take out that commander, things are only going to get worse.
But how do we do that without being affected ourselves?
Gundam Bear?
A robot?
Machina
A
X Deus?
giant freaking robot?
Dude! No one told me we'd be getting mechs!
Sorry to keep you all waiting.
Oh. Muscle Shouma's uniform.
Shouma? Is that you in there?
Yes, it's me. Sorry if that's a disappointment. But it turns out this is my class weapon.
That thing.
Let's see, it's bigger than large, but large isn't very big. It's gotta be into the huge territory, I think, in D&D terms.
Dude, that is awesome!
Finally use your infuser, huh?
Yes, it was still scary. But thanks to your training, I found the guts I needed to power through the fear. It took me a while to actually do it, though. I'm amazed you guys do this for every battle.
Are you still feeling any pain from yesterday?
Not really. After sleeping it off last night, I feel fine. I'm starting to think I might be tougher than I look.
You are. Given that, let's be generous and assume 2 meters for a person. These are, that thing's got to be like 3 to 4 people tall. Depends on the perspective that we're dealing with, but probably around 3 people tall.
You're just realizing that now?
The oh, it's not a bear, it's the dog head. It's a little Shiba head on his chest. Okay.
Anyway, if it's alright with you guys, I'll handle
Took a moment for that to click.
You just concentrate on trying to hold Nozomi and the others back.
Are you sure you're up to it? It's got some kind of weird mind control powers.
A barely functioning protozoan like me barely has a mind to control anyway. And even if that does happen, I have a plan.
What is it?
If I feel myself start getting brainwashed, I'll activate my self-destruct sequence and go out in a blaze of mediocrity.
Blaze of mediocrity. I like that.
Let's save that for a last resort, okay?
Alright, what you got?
Not to drag you down.
Defender that specializes in defending allies. Okay, he has taunt and damage reflection. Nullifies status attacks, and gives him an attack boost every time he's attacked.
I'll get in their way for once.
Rage characters will focus on the character that enraged them. Yep.
whenever. Engines at full throttle. Leave it to me. Out of the way. Ready when
Moves
you are.
again.
Don't try to stop me. Let's keep it up.
I'll do what little I can. Oh! Sorry!
That's amazing. He turns into a giant shield. Oh, that's cool.
Let's do this!
All right, let's check this side over here. Make sure we're not neglecting that.
Yes, leave it to me.
It's a range of 1, so he can't get in there to do the super hit that way. Her abilities generally have... Okay, we can get a free move
Better
in
get
here.
moving.
Can't get both of them.
Allow me to trim down their numbers.
But we can get an I Feel Fine in.
Piece of cake.
Good to go.
Leave it to me.
Get another free move. If we go here, that'll let us take out another one here. We'll remove the whole back rank this way.
Watch out. We did it. Ready when you are.
Which we can then spend the remaining point clearing this front.
How's this? Pulling the trigger. I'll hit you. Yeah.
Stinks, doesn't it?
It's kind of hilarious, ultimately. He's also super tanky in general.
I see. Getting hit by these arrows is what causes the brainwashing. It's really impressive how you can fire so many all at once, too. I can see why you're a commander. But a first-rate technique like that won't work against a piece of trash like me.
We need to regroup.
Alright, so that side's cleared. They'll be able to converge on the commander.
This certainly isn't good. I can keep going. Allow me to take them down. I hope I helped a little.
Oh, I didn't mean to use the actual special on that. I meant to have him self-destruct and, let us use the AP elsewhere, or the voltage points elsewhere, but it is what it is.
Don't expect much from me. My best won't be much, but still. I'll try not to run away. Maybe this will do something. I'll go, if you can stand me. My guard's up!
I've got this. Yeah! Got
There.
it!
I'm good whenever. Locked and loaded. Watch out. Stay back.
Have him defend. Oh well.
You've left yourself open!
Does this do it for you?
Ultimately worked out. Okay. It'd be good to get Darumi over there, but not immediate priority.
Ready as I'll ever be.
Oh! Sorry!
I'm good whenever. How's this? Let's keep it up.
My best.
So we
won't
don't
be
forget
much,
again.
but I'll protect you.
Full throttle. Eat this. Oh yeah.
Let's do this. Take this! All right.
I'll try not to drag you down.
Hauling ass.
I'm ready as I'll ever be.
Say when. Gotta push it.
My best won't be much, but still, my guard's up. Don't expect much from me.
Defensive mode.
I'll get in their way for once.
I've got
Oh
this.
dear, dear. Be an attack
Rev it
3. Two. This would be an attack 2.
Let's give it to him.
Pulling the trigger. I'll hit you.
I'm ready as I'll ever be. Maybe this will be something. I can do this much. I'll get in their way for once.
Let's go.
Full throttle.
Take that.
Ready when you are.
Welcome. Should just be using impact stab over and over here. Oh, did I put the wrong? Did I not update it?
You've left yourself open!
How about this?
Oh, my bad. Updated. Hundred line is tomorrow, I believe. I'm sorry. Observation duty is tomorrow. 100 line today.
My turn.
Don't expect much
Ace.
from me. Maybe this will do something.
Good to go. That's it.
Fun.
Let's go.
Ooh.
Hiya! Good to go.
Stab, 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 stab.
Huh? What the? What am I doing?
You guys are back to normal. What a relief.
Were we being controlled by something? What are you doing, Seppuku?
Wasn't even its final form.
Whoa! No way! It's got another form now? That's so unfair!
Looks like it called in backup, too. We ain't got time to explain what happened.
This is where we make our stand. This is where we finally start working together as one big team.
All right.
Let's do this, everyone. Let's protect this school.
That does make sense, Mongoose. His +1 attack thing and his ability to soak really does make a difference. Alright, what's it got now? Alright, it bolsters its own defense every time you smack it. Same with that one.
I'll try not to run away.
So this one will, the big bear will charge. So I think we'll get the best coverage here.
I'll do what little I can. I'll get in their way for once.
Start with that.
I'm ready whenever. You're in the way! All well and good.
It's killing game time!
How close can that get? She can avoid it if she moves a little to the side. Thin their ranks a bit. Who's going to be the next best one to buff?
My turn at last!
So the bear is going to try to get to this tower first.
You had this coming!
With her near Shouma, that gives us pretty much a wall. Okay, we're going to not boost him. It'll take him a while to keep into the fight otherwise.
We did it!
We'll save that voltage. We'll see if we can achieve the let's make everything explode move there. Okay, bit of an AoE attack it's got now.
You insect!
It's unfortunate.
I'll try not to drag you down. I'll defend all of you! I actually did it!
Time for action! I've got you!
Thank you very much!
Thanks!
I'll do what little I can. Maybe this will do something. I'm ready as I'll ever be. Oh! Sorry!
My turn!
Yeah, the super duper laser is pretty good.
I'm good whenever!
I mean, it's hard to go wrong with a super laser.
Yeah. Let's keep it up! Ready when you are! Watch out!
Kind of the nature of the beast, you know?
I'll show you what's up. Hey,
Okay, clear some ground.
Yes, leave it to me. Here we go. Got it. Nice.
Free.
It's killing game time! Stab, stab, stab!
Let's do this!
More of these. One should die in the following turn, if we're doing this right. This thing can only take one hit from her before it ignores the rest.
Leave it to me.
Need to be very careful of this thing's offensive capability. It can do a 3x3. Or a point blank. So most characters are going to have trouble getting near it. He'll be able to, though.
I'm good to go.
Yeah,
Let's get to the killing.
we're gonna get him into position.
I got one!
Watch it learn!
Really need that thing to go away soon.
I'll go. If you can stand me, I can do this much.
Take out one of the extra big ones with that, so we might as well get as many little gremlins with it as we can.
I'll defend all of you! I actually did it!
Whenever you're ready. I've got your back.
It's more than trash like me deserves. I'll try not to drag you down. I'll get in their way for once. I can do this much.
Or so we're just gonna keep doing that as much as possible. That is very reliable.
We better get moving. Ha! All well and good. Yes, leave it to me. Ha! Got it. Nice.
Off on that one. She is not going to be able to kill any of them in reasonable time.
Leave it to me.
But she can get some free kills in this way. It'll be 1 and 2 to kill both of them, which will give 2 AP back.
Watch out. Let's keep it up.
So that move was essentially free. So now, since it's going to attack Shouma, if we get in here and do this, we get an attack down on it.
I'm good to go. This hurts. Say when.
Okay, those will all get cleared out, then he can start to get closer.
Time for me to move.
Does bleed stack?
Locked and loaded. I'll patch you up.
I appreciate it. I'll take care of this. You'll go no further.
I'm exhausted. This
Down to 10. We're real close here.
my body.
No way forward but through.
Carry on without me, everyone.
I'll do what little I can. I'm ready as I'll ever be. I'll defend all of you!
So, super laser.
Yes!
Whenever you're ready. All good.
Thank you very much!
Cover.
I'll do what little I can.
Really anything else to hit with it.
Let's get to the killing.
Kneel before me.
I mean, it is his Avenger beam is bonkers powerful. If enough of them hit him and you've got a lot of voltage, it's pretty worthwhile to just railgun them to death.
I'll try not to run away! I'll do what little I can. I'll defend all of you!
We must.
Sorry, I'll be back soon.
That was an interesting fight, though. That's a good one. Took a lot of seems to have taken a great deal of damage around the head and side, but not mostly just scuffed up elsewhere.
So, this is that commander's true form.
It's humanoid. Just like the others we've faced. Are all commanders like this?
They can all use hemo-anima, too, or something like it. What's that all about?
So far, it's been really enjoyable.
Doesn't seem like they're
This
the same
game as a whole.
species as the regular invaders either.
Zombie didn't join in the discussion. Instead, she stepped forward and stared down the commander. She was doing her best to stay calm, but I could see her hands shaking.
Where's Moko? What did you do to her? You took her friend from us, and we want her back. Where is she? Answer me! Where did you take her? Please, please, you have to tell us! Speak now, or your life is forfeit.
Say something, damn it!
It's no good. It doesn't understand us. We can't interrogate it if it doesn't know what we're saying.
So it's a dead end? Ugh! We've got the one who captured Milko right here, and it's not going to do us any good?
Sorry, but that's how it looks.
No. This wasn't how it was supposed to go. This should have been our chance to save Moko.
It's... so we have... Student Council President is still unaccounted for entirely. And we have whatever ultimately killed Fray, unknown, that is unknown. And now we have somebody that was captured, or at least led off the battlefield by a mind controller. So we have two missing people and one unknown assailant. If it had been the regular invaders, he wouldn't have been cut into neat pieces. He was sliced apart.
Shouldn't someone finish it off? It's gonna be a pain if it starts brainwashing us again.
We have to hurry. We can't risk giving it a chance to recover.
You're right. I know that, but... No buts. Somebody do it.
Are you sure?
But this doesn't mean I'm giving up on Moko. There's got to be a way to find out where she is now. She saved my life. I won't rest until I've repaid the favor.
They do a job of making this scene real sinister. Well...
Me? Okay.
This was the only way.
I do also like that they preserve the kind of vibe of the character when they do this still. He is nervous all the way up and not really thrilled doing it. Yeah, not too surprising. The barrier got pummeled. Was intense. Hey, you're back to your old shrimpy self. Yeah, my muscles all atrophied and went back to normal while I was sleeping. I guess they're just a temporary side effect of my training. I'm sorry for flip-flopping between appearances like this. Don't sweat it, that ripped version of you is pretty unsettling, to be honest. Though... it kind of would have been cool if it stuck. Real quickly, though, we're going to take a short break. I will be right back. And we're back. Yeah, it would be kind of funny if they had kept Muscle Shouma. Shouma is super duper ripped for the rest of it, but continues to behave as he does. Real talk, though, your class weapon might be the coolest we've seen yet. You totally lucked out on this one, man. Really got my mechanic senses tingling. Was that your first time piloting it? Actually, once I got inside it, I remembered something. I did use my class weapon before, back in the complex, when Fray stabbed me with my infuser. I love the implication of that. Well, twofold. Is one, that Fray ran him down with the infuser and shanked him in order to force him to fight. But additionally, that choice at the beginning where, you get the comedic, what, you don't want to play the game ending. There's the implication that, one, they know who they're going to, and two, you're getting transformed whether you like it or not. So they were willing to force them to transform. Just didn't realize it. I was too focused on running away. Must have used some of those self-defense attacks subconsciously. Perfect for you, man. You'll be tanking more hits than ever now. We couldn't have won this battle without you, Shouma. You were the only one who could resist that commander's control. Need to think what might have happened if you hadn't shown up. You saved us all, Shouma. What? Didn't really do anything special. We owe you for breaking the control over us, too. Thank you, Shouma. Please, stop it. You shouldn't be wasting sincere gratitude on an impertinent water flea like me. But you deserve it, and I should apologize to the rest of you, too. We acted recklessly and fell right into the enemy's trap. I'm sorry for all the trouble we caused. I mean, given the nature of that particular enemy, especially if it fought you optimally and essentially sought out non-controlled targets and always sought to hit them with its ranged attack, without Shouma to be able to negate them, or without Nozomi remaining standing and spending that healing bullet every turn, you would not be able to bring that thing down. Nozomi gave a low, formal bow. Verily, I too must apologize for our deplorable carelessness, and I will do so in the most chivalrous way I know. My apologies, Holmes. Mea culpa. Okay. What part of that was chivalrous? Pretty mortified you had to see us like that, too. It kind of ruined the aloof and unstoppable vibe we had going, huh? For messing up that bad, I've got no right to kill any of you. I've even put a stop to the experiments as a show of good faith. I'll even put a stop to the experiments as a show of good faith. There's an ominous sentence for you. I guess I'll stop drugging your food now. We can be friends. That sort of, wait, what? Right there. Aw, thanks. Wait, what experiments? Cautious optimism about the new medication regarding the coughing. It's still there, it's still lurking. But seems better. Assuming I stop trying to breathe my drink. Pause. Sorry. That was closer to her unmasked voice. Really made us wait for that. And not just for the battle either. I'm sorry about that whole mock battle duel thing. Huh? I underestimated you, Shouma. I guess being raised to accept nothing but the best has warped my worldview a little. That's all water under the bridge now. To make up for it, I will allow you to serve me personally from now on. Was that your idea of an apology? Given the type of nobility, that the vibe that she gives off, that's an apology. You know, all right, you've impressed me, peasant. You can come and live in the mansion with me. Probably as good as we'll ever get. What do you think, Shouma? You're asking me? I don't really know what to say, except... Thank you, all of you. Thank you so much. Why are you thanking us? I've always been weak and useless. I hated disappointing people, so I did my best to avoid any kind of responsibility or conflict. I got so absorbed in keeping myself out of harm's way, the thought that I might actually be useful to others never even crossed my mind. We get two nice concepts as far as one, his personal arc, what he's realizing about himself, but also some kind of real world stuff there. Some real world stuff there. The idea that avoiding conflict is not universally a positive thing. It's, in a lot of situations, it's good. You don't want to, escalate or something like that. But taken into an extreme, it's possible for it to become essentially a escape route. You're not just avoiding escalating, you're avoiding it entirely. It becomes sort of a abdication of responsibility. There's probably something you could do to give a positive result, or something you should do, but because there would be conflict involved, you back down and let a bad thing happen to you and or others. But then secondarily, because he's doing that, he's also acknowledging that other half of it is that since he wanted to avoid the conflict and to not get hurt, he started to assume that, or at least he put up that wall that said, well, I couldn't possibly help. So, I don't want to get involved. And then that turned into, I couldn't possibly be useful and no one would want me. He's realizing, he's like, well, especially now, you're like, yeah, I could help. I can help. At least mentally, that's an option again. I had no idea how good it could feel to have people counting on me. So thank you. Thank you for giving me this opportunity. Socially and mentally, discovering that there are new options can be very interesting. We do see it in modern discourse and similar. This wasn't like that back when I was a kid does not mean that it didn't exist back then. It's that it's not just that it might not have existed. It could also be that it wasn't visible to you for one reason or another. Either it was hidden from you, or society in general, or just you were never looking in a place to see it, but now that place is more visible. Shouma, you really need to stop being so hard on yourself. You're not weak or useless at all. You're just as much a part of this team as anyone else. And more than that, you're our friend. Try having a little confidence, okay? Well, that's that. No hard feelings, all's well that ends well. Time to put this episode behind us and move on with our lives. A moment, prithee. What about the winners order losers to do anything they want condition we set? Yo, Sheikah, they'd almost forgotten about that. Why'd you have to remind them, you blabbermouth exhibitionist?
Oh.
That exhibitionist part is uncalled for. Oh, I didn't forget. Don't you worry about that. A promise is a promise. Come on, Shouma. It's time for our revenge. Give him something really humiliating.
Huh?
Shouma, are you okay? There's his I am causing conflict, or contributing to conflict, allergic reaction there. He fainted. Again. He's foaming at the mouth, too. Wow, I've never seen foam that color before. Today was his first real battle. All that stress has got to take its toll sooner or later. You know the drill, guys. Let's get him back to his room. We'll help, too. Come on, Yugamu. Guess it's the least we can do. How about I amputate a limb or two to make him easier to carry? On second thought, we're good. No one let Yugamu anywhere near him. We carried the comatose Shouma back to his room and put him to bed, just like we had yesterday. As for the rest of us, we were plenty tired after the battle, so we decided to take it easy for the rest of the day. I went back to my room, took a shower, and went to bed. It was still early in the day, but I had no trouble dropping off. With another successful battle under my belt, my 44th day at Last Defense Academy drew to a close.
Troops, time to rise and shine! Get ready for your 45th day of active service here at Last Defense Academy!
I still love the way these announcements are set up to be when it's get ready for your... And a majority of the time, let's say at least half of the time, it really does look like he's checking a calendar. Or looking at a list. Because it'll be get ready for your flip, 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 look, 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 45th.
Prepare to spend another day enduring the unendurable and suffering the insufferable. Be ready to give your life.
There's a real war propaganda bit to that last one. This really screams that the thing that we've got, in the defense room is, it's akin to, I think it's like the angel, trapped in the bottom of Nerve, that kind of stuff. Even if there was a reason before, you've given them a much bigger reason to come after you kind of vibe. It's the most rest I've gotten in a while. I don't feel as tired as I did after the battle before this one. Getting to bed nice and early must have helped. We should be safe from enemy attacks for a while now, and hopefully the tension between the two groups will ease up too.
Huh?
Anyway, I'm hungry. Better head over to the cafeteria for breakfast. All right, let's see. We've got somebody outside here. Usually they're around here. Yeah, there we go. Oh. Hey, Kako. Kako, what are you doing? Are you on your own today? You might not have realized it, but I was watching yesterday's battle on the monitor in the war room. Oh, you were? You were all so amazing, the way you came together to take down the enemy. Even Shouma got over his fear enough to help out, and he turned out to be really strong. Are we finally building up to what appears to be the inevitable conflict between Kako and Ima? Because there have been a couple of instances that imply she does want to try to pitch in. Like she's willing to at least try to help fight. And he has shut her down directly in at least one of those instances. Kind of softly in some of in the other that I can recall. But at least once it was a no, sit down, kind of thing. I really wish I could be like that too. Huh? Kako wandered off in the direction of the cafeteria, a thoughtful expression on her face. One can hope. I mean, the twins have or at least the siblings have a character dynamic that is it can be wholesome. A lot of times when it's written, there's obsessive and or perverse overtones to it. And generally it's very one-sided, like incredibly one-sided. So like it tends to lean towards socially unhealthy. And having it confronted, I think, is a good thing to incorporate. Whether that means that, a new understanding between the two is obtained, and it at least drifts healthier, if not becomes a healthier relationship. Or like whatever problem there is with it is resolved one way or another. But a lot of times it stays like this constant joke thing where it's, haha, isn't that funny, when in real life that would be real creepy, When I entered the cafeteria, I was greeted by a rare sight. Everyone was there, and they weren't even arguing. Good morning, Takumi. Morning. Everyone's here today, huh? Yes, well... we gotta settle our bet and make these losers do whatever we say. We really have to go through with this? We basically buried the hatchet yesterday. No, nuh-uh. A bet's a bet. A promise is a promise. I'll never accept these guys if they can't keep their word. Oh. Shoot some buttons real quick here. Okay. Only Gaku could show that kind of determination for more important stuff. It's got to be Shouma who makes the call, though. He's the one who fought the duel, and he was basically the MVP of the battle yesterday, too. Really has come down to me? You've earned this, man. You fought, you won, now you just gotta claim what's yours. Alright, I've thought of something. Whatever it is, we'll do it. Order to the losing group. Wonder what he's come up with. This is it, Shouma. What are you going to tell them to do? Okay, here goes. I know you must be mad at us and everything, but if I'd won, I was never actually going to hold you. You stay out of this. You'll get yours soon enough. Go for it, almighty and powerful Shouma. Do your worst.
I want you all to be our friends.
Aww. Huh? You know how weak I am, and how much I hate conflict. I can't stand how tense things have been between our two groups. I'd be a lot happier if we all got along. Doesn't matter who was here first, or what campus we started out at. Let's just be friends, here, now, as members of this academy. Anyway, that's the best my single functioning brain cell could come up with. Does that sound alright? It's all you want? I feel like that's something we should be asking you for. Whoa. Shouma, maybe you want to rethink this? I got a whole bunch of ideas you could use. Gaku, he's the one who fought. He's the one who gets to decide. That's right. What Shouma says goes. So much for getting our own back. But it's not like Shouma was ever going to come up with something really bad anyway. Well, there you have it, guys. An order's an order. She's a messy crier. Tears and snot everywhere. Why are you crying? Such a magnanimous attitude for a victor to take. I'm so moved. From this day forth, we will all be comrades in arms together. So says the Holy Jumanji sword. Right. So long as you don't mind being friends with human filth like me. Come on, enough putting yourself down. You're a great guy, Shouma. It'd be an honor to kill you someday. What do you say, Kurara? It's not such a bad deal, is it? It's not like I have much of a choice. As an Osuzuki, my word is my bond. Right, of course. Sounds like we're all in agreement. Unless you have any objections, Gaku? And yeah, with the developments that have happened since the mask was removed, we did get the once the mask was removed, the wall between the wall between it and her actual behavior seems to be coming down. There is still a difference in confidence, like an apparent difference in confidence. But we are seeing we are seeing some acceptance, or at least some softer behavior out of Kurara. Whether it is directly related to the reveal of the behavior with the removed mask, or something else, has yet to be revealed, but we are seeing more of a blending there. That is, the mask seeming to be drifting firmly into confidence booster. Oh, forget it. Not like I could talk you out of it now. Just so you know, I haven't given up on us participating in a killing game. I'll make it happen someday. I'm really glad you weren't the one who got to decide this. Now you guys won't fight anymore. I'm so glad. Right, we still might get into little quarrels now and then, but that's all a part of being friends. From now on, we're all in this together. For the next 50 days or 50 or so days at least. Yeah, very, very soft expression and a thoughtful little, emotive noise from Karara there. Just when it seemed like everything had been resolved, Karara approached Shouma, and the mood turned tense again. What is it? You're really hardcore into the avoiding conflict at all costs stuff, huh? Not surprising, coming from someone who'd take the blame for eating my curry when you had nothing to do with it. You knew I was lying about that? I knew it the moment you shrugged off my question about its taste with that half-hearted, "It was delicious." I'd assumed he had been lying. But thinking on it within the context of what we've seen about him now, that is a bit of foreshadowing about his behavior as it develops, both his learning about how he deals with conflict or how he can engage in conflict, as well as his battle style. He stepped in and took the blame for everyone. Just like he steps in and takes damage. He is a pure tank. Pure RPG tank. His direct offense options are much more limited, but his defensive capabilities are phenomenal. No one who's tasted O Suzuki curry can help being overwhelmed with emotion and giving a detailed description of the entire experience when pressed. Wait, it wasn't Shouma? Then who's the real curry thief? Oh, it was Mr. Maruko. I saw the whole thing. No way! I thought I was being careful. If you knew all along, why are you only ratting me out now? You know me, I can't stand to see wicked deeds go unpunished. Hold up. You're the one who got us into this mess, Kaku? Villain. Blackguard. I will now slay you where you stand. Oh, whoa, calm down, guys. We're all friends now, remember? So how was it? How was it? Well, it was the most delicious thing I've ever eaten. I never thought anything could taste so amazing. I don't think I can go on living if I never get a chance to taste it again. Maybe I'll make another batch, if I feel like it. I think she forgives you. It's like you're off the hook, Gaku. I am. I think this calls for a celebration, or at least something to cement our resolve. Everyone, form a circle. We'll each put a hand in the middle, then do an inspirational cheer and throw them up all at once. To some extent, Aito has a lot in common with Kiyoshika. Whereas Kiyoshika's whole outward appearance and her behavior is that sort of patchwork, glob together, medieval Japan pop culture stuff. Aito gets the full power of friendship shown in protagonist thing. Like in an anime, Aito would be the main would be the lead hero character, whether the central character or not, and Kiyoshika would be the one with them, whether it is the childhood friend, like loyal retainer kind of character, or the Lancer, the Vegeta to Goku kind of thing. Because Aito is very prone to things like this. The let's give a speech, let's all, put our hands together, let's let's be really dramatic and positive. And she has to make everything very over the top. What decade are you from, man? Oh, come on. It's not that bad. Now that we've made up, we might as well have a little fun. Right, Takumi? Oh, yeah, sure. A fine idea, Sir Aito. Just the thing to boost our morale. What is this, some corny old sports manga? This is the last time I ever do this, alright? Sorry in advance if you catch anything from me. My hands are probably covered in failure-inducing bacteria. Guess there's no cure for low self-esteem, huh? It's all promise to never give up, no matter how bad it looks. We'll get our killing game someday. Reluctantly, we all got on board with Aito's gesture of teamwork and togetherness. Anybody ever have to deal with that, where you've got somebody in leadership, management, something like that, who really wants to do that sort of exaggerated team building or like group activity? Whether it be things like that, some sort of, let's all get to go know each other, let's go around the room and say something special about ourselves. Let's do trust falls. Though I imagine trust falls only ever show up in seminars with waivers getting signed. Because outside of the people demonstrating that heads are hitting concrete during a trust fall exercise. Whether that's because they just don't get caught straight up, or the person panics, or the person can't stop the fall enough. Gets knocked over. No, I just noticed it. But it's amusing that the fridge, the digital fridge sign, is in marquee mode. There's a lot of implication with the digital sign over the fridge. Now I don't know what is said over the actual cooks, the ration-o-matic over there. But a moving sign over a food dispensing location of some kind makes sense. There might be like menu information, that kind of thing. Something that could change over time. But the moving sign over the fridge, like if there was status of the fridge as something else that would rotate in, that would make sense. Temperature, capacity, expected duration that the contents will last, that kind of stuff. But as it stands, we lack that, and just the fact that it's a digital thing as opposed to some sort of fixed sign. Like, we have digital, like, holograms hovering near the crab or just suspended on the ceiling. But they're, fixed in place. It's almost like that might not always be the fridge, I guess, Well, not quite all of us. Ako, Ima, come on, you should get in on this too. I know it's kind of lame, but it'll only be for a minute. Just put up with it until then, okay? Sorry, but I find team building exercises like this absolutely sickening. My dear sister and I will sit this one out. Here's another instance of that. He is asserting that what she will do. You little... Oh, don't worry, we'll find other ways to amuse ourselves. Feel free to embarrass yourselves without us. We'll be going now. I said, we'll be going now. Come on, sister dearest. Yeah, this little bit of story is either us getting to see a conflict develop between them, or is a precursor to it. Both with the conversation she had with us before we came to the cafeteria, and this, where he has had to, he is having to, he has said what they're doing. She didn't immediately follow, and he has reasserted. He's effectively saying, I said, come on. Okay. So there was a bit of resistance there, like overt resistance where she hesitated. As opposed to, she said something that he didn't like and he shut it down. Shunning the group, Ima and Kako left. We couldn't help feeling a little deflated after that. What's the matter with those two? Why do they cringe away from us so? You're the one who's cringe here, Kiyoshika. I'd avoid you too if I had any better options. We'll just have to go ahead with the members we do have.
All right, here we go. Special Defense Unit, fight! Special Defense Unit, fight!
Very much as a, sports team kind of thing.
Special Defense Unit, fight!
Special Defense Unit, fight!
I appreciate that they have the timing on them saying fight being a little off. Like, that's a nice little dose of realism that they're not all in sync.
Special Defense Unit, fight!
How many times are we going to do this?
So the whole group, minus the Tsukumo twins, cheered at the top of our lungs and made a vow to work together from here on out. Of course, that didn't mean we wanted to spend every waking moment together. After finishing breakfast, we headed back to our rooms for a while. No more infighting. That went better than I could possibly have hoped for. Even more surprising, it's all thanks to Shouma. Who'd have thought he'd become such a team player? Alright then, what should I do for the rest of the day? Got plenty of spare time, I might as well use it. Well, that's a free time marker, and new training missions. That's a free time marker, so I need to check a couple of things here. Yeah, I think this will be a, oh, hey there, Dots. A little bit of timing there. We are just about to wrap up for the day. We've hit another milestone, but we've got time to chat. Let's switch over to cameras real quick. But yeah, we got to see our latest combatant in play in the game today, which was a lot of fun. We have a second full tank, heavy tank character. In fact, the heaviest tank so far, which is super useful. Yeah, good to have you join. Let's see, we have Mason lurking beside the bed there. Sammy was up there in the tree with Sky. If you look, Sky tends to prefer the back of it. He will do the kind of leaning out the car window at the front of it pose. But Sammy prefers the front of it a lot of the time, too. And occasionally you will see them both there. Back when there was... when Tom and Rorschach were still with us, when Ember joined, there were a couple of instances of Tom and Rorschach up in the tree, and Tom was a big old Maine Coon. When he was up in the tree, he took up like half of it. Like if he laid where Sky was, he would be a full head forward as well from where Sky's is. And then Rorschach was a big boy too. He was just like as big as Sky looks, but all like muscle. Big old shoebox of a cat. So both of them would be laying in there. Sometimes it was Sky, but it would be it would be Tom and one of the two bigger ones. And then there were a couple of instances where Ember was just sort of like socketed in between them. Like you could barely see her head peeking out of the fluff. But generally they've all developed their own little spots. You can see Ember's little socks on display there. Like the very front of her forepaws and a good portion of her hind paws are like all the way up to her ankle on her hind paws are that nice white. But no, this was fun today. This was fun today. I really like cats. Growing up, my family wasn't big on cats. There were a couple of cats, but since then, it has become like at least immediate family. It's become very cat heavy. I believe I am generally to blame for that. As might be apparent. Sherbet has come over to sit on the bed. Sherbet is slowly becoming more social. I say that a lot, but he is very timid. He is much more of an in the room with you cat. Like Ember is always within a few feet of me usually, and she will come in, sit on my shoulder. She wants lots of attention and a lot of proximity. Sky has a elliptical orbit. He will occasionally want attention and a lot of it, and he likes to come out and chirp at you and want contact. But he's also willing to be like a full room away or just spend 5 to 10 feet away, but napping within a line of sight kind of thing. Sammy is similar to that. Mason is an in the room with you cat. He will always make sure that if he thinks he can insure some pets, he will kind of get in your way. Anytime I get up to move around, he will shift from wherever he is and go to the little air hockey table in the play area there and lay on it. He likes to lay on that in general, the slightly cooler surface. I think he really enjoys. And he loves the hockey pucks whenever I can find wherever Molly has hidden them. But he'll get attention that way. But otherwise, he's kind of around. He'll nap on the bed. Sherbet is the most distant. He will be in other rooms, or he'll be somewhere I can't immediately see him. But he'll be around, and he will occasionally pass through for, like, at arm's reach attention. He's slowly getting more comfortable about that. Fun way to build some rapport with your animals is to talk to them. He's not so much stealthy as he is distant. They're all able, they can all run and hide like any cat can. But Sherbet will stay the furthest away, and he will be in spots where, like, you'll know where he is, but he is in the most guarded locations. Like, he'll go into the little houses, like by the window, or my footstool is technically a little cat hutch. I still find it amusing that Molly has one spot that is hers, where the others don't go. But Molly also takes everybody else's spot. Everywhere that you can see the other cats right now, Molly will take up one of those spots. Yeah, Molly's spot, and she actually just crawled up there, is on my footrest. She passed through the play area and made her way to the footrest and climbed up there while I was saying it. Yes, hello, Molly. Yeah. Okay. So, next game, tomorrow, we're going to be playing Observation Duty. Apologies to folks that were thrown off when I hadn't updated my Twitch stream schedule there. Or the Twitch stream that was happening. But it will be Observation Duty 7. What I might do is each day we play that, assuming I don't beat a level during that day, which is unlikely. 7 is pretty in-depth in that regard. I doubt I'll clear an area super fast, but we'll see. But assuming that it goes in the way I'm saying, it'll be a new area each day. So we'll move on to the next when we start tomorrow, and the next kind of thing. Or I'll change my mind entirely and we'll do apartment again. We'll just have to find out. Then on Friday, we're going to do... we're kind of going to do a watch-along of Games Fest. For the most part, it's going to be, look at the announcement and then talk about it kind of thing. The plan is to stream that with Okami Sky. I don't know how we'll end up doing that, but we'll see. We'll see. It'll be interesting to see what they announce at that. I'm most interested in the things that, we don't already know. Clowning around. I have not heard of that, Dodds. Not heard of this clowning around. I don't have planned a follow-up or similar for the indie game content, but if things keep rolling, then we might have one for that, because, you know, while they aren't big like AAA announcements, it's still cool to hear about interesting new games, period, you know? Because sometimes that obscure indie title that gets brought to the people's attention ends up being really good. You know, Vampire Survivors, Balatro, that kind of thing, where it's not like it was a game that's been in that has been in obvious development for years and years, and people have been anticipating it. It's game kind of pops relatively out of nowhere. You know, maybe it's been followed for a year or so within its bubble, but it didn't get it's not like it got a, you know, coming in 5 years announcement at E3 or something. But they can turn out really, really good. So finding them is nice. Ollie has found the label of a hand towel to chew on. Apparently E3 still happens. But in any event, I hope everybody... yeah, at least from what I could see, it's not... E3 is not, you know, the event anymore. But it still seems like it is I might be mistaken, but it seems like it's still sort of it's much more of an industry expo than it is the big game announcement thing anymore. From a practical perspective, I mean, that kind of thing isn't necessarily the best investment, because you're paying through the nose for physical space and promo that goes beyond that kind of thing. Goes beyond the actual announcement. So if you're just looking to make a big announcement, then choosing a venue that is about making big announcements instead of the floor show, you know, might be better. But yeah, in any event, I hope everybody had a good time watching with us today. If you like what you saw and would like to see more, remember to like, follow, subscribe, that kind of thing. It helps the channel grow. If you'd like to consider financially supporting the channel, you can do so through platform-specific methods, as well as Patreon, Coffee, and Throne. Links are in the link tree that is in the bio and descriptions and the like. With all that said, I hope the rest of your day is good, and I'll see you next time.